Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Court. If you are new here, guess what? I'm really glad that I came across your timeline, that you came across this video. That means that there's something here absolutely for you. Remember to take what resonates, leave the rest. My intentions, by way of why I come to do these readings, is I hope that it helps you. I hope that it helps provide additional truth and clarity. I hope it helps you tune in to what you need to tune out and also tune in to what you need to go within about. Honestly, truly, that is really my intentions towards you. So in that, I extend to you the greeting of peace be with you. Assalamu alaikum, shalom, paz, peace and blessings to you wherever you are on this beautiful planet. If you are returning back, what is good? All is well. It is good. It is well. That's what I heard. My right ear is ringing, y'all. That's a really beautiful confirmation. I love it when my right ear rings. That means that collectively we have made something happen. There's a huge accomplishment. Something that is noteworthy. I just heard the disciples of the Most High. Okay. In the army of the Lord. Okay, so listen, something about fishermen, something about fishing for people, helping them. A lot of you are shifting your perspective as you move forward by way of your humanitarian work, like how you want to use your gifts. Spirit says yes. Clarify, Holy Spirit. Something about you using your gifts. Yeah, look, surrounded by good. Surrounded by a whole bunch of angels. Something about protection. Big respect to the angels in the angelic realm, surrounded by angels on all four sides. So I feel like now that we've passed as a collective a huge milestone of what appeared to be like collapsing timelines that were trying to pull us back. Like, you know, it was like a tug of war. Like, no, I want to close this cycle. Somebody's like, no, don't go. You're like, no, I gotta go. The Most High is calling. It's giving that kind of energy, right? So we successfully overcame something as a collective. And I say that collectively because we did it as a whole. With all of us going within, tapping in, being connected to the divine, being a part of the bigger scheme of things. That's what I just heard. All right. Well, let's see what else is going on. What else do we need to see, Holy Spirit? It's all good, I just heard. Yeah, look. Something about your faith. Now, although this card says Christian, I think this is like Christ activation. Yeah, I just heard Holy Spirit activate. Holy Spirit activate. Holy Spirit activate. 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 Holy Spirit activate. Holy Spirit activate. Holy Spirit activate. And so know to be, the Holy Spirit got activated. Christ consciousness. You know, Christian is a religion, something that you do religiously. Religions are good. We should have things that we do systematically, on purpose, intentionally, religiously. Like you should religiously go within. You should religiously listen to your intuition. You should religiously listen to your own discernment with good intentions for yourself. And then humanity after that, because you got to show up to be the best version of yourself. I feel like this represents crowning. Look at the crown. Look at the 4 points. Notice how the cross looks like an X. Okay, 4 points, something like that. You could be seeing 444, crowning. Something about prayer, supplication, fasting, acceptance, surrendering. Something about surrendering to the divine plan for your life. Yeah, sometimes, you know, I'm going to be honest, y'all. We get into the middle of these spiritual contracts and we like, what's the terms and conditions again? What did I come down here to do? Like, I had to... I remember that, you know, when I realized that soul contracts were real, you know, and that was a blessing. It felt like a curse at the time, but it was a blessing because I know that if it's a contract, it has an expiration date. I don't have to be in this energy forever. Oh, I've done my work. Okay, good. Moving right along. And then you close out the cycle. You leave it hopefully better than how you found it. Hopefully you are better than how you were before you left this cycle or before you got into whatever the situationship is, right? But this is Christ consciousness. This is crowning energy. Yeah, something about surrendering old timelines. Again, it was a tug of war. We did this collectively with faith, being rooted in the divine plan for our lives. That's what I just heard. Ooh. Legal investigation. Ooh, my left ear is ringing. 20 to 30. Okay. Touching the world with your gifts. So somebody is really going through something. I feel like somebody was really trying to pull you like out of some type of divinity, or you connecting with the Most High. Yeah, you know, you go through these levels. You go through ascension. I just heard by way of the sixth dimension. So you've activated something within you. Something that is making you certified. Yeah, it's qualified you. Whatever level we've made it to as the collective, everything up to this point has qualified us. Touching the world with your gifts. Yeah, this is bigger than you, bigger than me. This is why I feel like the enemy was coming so hard. You know, maybe if you had just come to change a few lives, it wouldn't have been so much of a threat to Satan's camp. But the fact that you're coming to change the world, like the natural world needs you, is something that I feel is something that's life-changing. I feel like it's global. I feel like it's governmental. I feel like it's something bigger than anything that we can see. But the shift is happening now, not later. So we needed to be ready for this moment. We needed to be ready up to set point. Yeah, I just heard I ain't no punk bitch. The Most High is like, I didn't create no punk bitches. You not no punk bitch. I ain't no punk bitch. Yeah, you couldn't be a punk bitch fighting for the Most High God. You'll pass out at the first demon you see. You be like, oh my God, there's a demon. Listen, the people standing on the front line, kudos to you. Shout out to the Reiki healers. Shout out to the real tarot readers. Shout out to the people that help people, shadow work, ancestral readings, divine healers, high priestess, the ones that really are committed to these high vibrational contracts, the ones that have good intentions for themselves and for you, okay? So you got legal investigation, local, federal authorities, detective, private eye, attorney, background check. Yeah, this shit is like, it's giving organized crime. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I know I got some Masons that are watching me. Shout out to the Masons. Shout out to the Eastern Stars. But you know, I'm gonna be honest, this is straight up from the heavens, straight up from the Most High, straight up from like other planets and realms. Listen, let me clear my throat because I want to speak my truth, and I need it to be felt quite clearly because this is literally a message from the divine. Source is telling me yes. Y'all know y'all done fucked up, right? You know you got to transfer that wealth and that power. And you tried to come for the truth tellers in the public eye, the people that are touching people all over the world. By way of the World Wide Web. Yeah. I'm just telling you what I hear. Ages 20 to 30. This could be somebody going to jail for 20 to 30. Okay. Something about a 10-year span. Okay. Somebody could be from Georgia. Somebody could be from Massachusetts. Somebody could be from New Hampshire, North Dakota, Pennsylvania, Los Angeles, Florida. Wow, that's quite specific. Something about overseas connections. Whoa. I can make it up. Crooked attorneys, crooked judges, law officials. It's in the reverse. Corrupt officials. People greasing other people's palms to get some type of like illegal clearance, like above the law type ass energy. That's what it's given. Whoa. So somebody's under some type of legal investigation. This could also represent some type of stalking of star seeds, you know? A lot of people have been gang stalked in real life. You know, you look outside, you got weird cars sitting outside your house, and all of a sudden the internet guy is working on the internet. Like shit like that. It's organized crime. No, you're not paranoid. You're tapped in. You're a chosen one. You know, the devil doesn't come to rob people that have empty houses. It's your treasures. My right ear is ringing. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So the heavens are taking the order. Which cards do I want to use, Spirit? I'm being guided to use these cards, and so I will be obedient. Creator of all things, allow me to go within so deep that I stay connected to you and my purpose, and I do things with the integrity that pleases you, Most High, not man, that I come authentically. Help me to channel this, Holy Spirit. As shade to my ancestors, known and unknown. I hope that I'm making them proud. My right ear is ringing. It's a party in the ethers. The Most High is really, really glad. Whatever we are supposed to do, whatever you are supposed to do, it's on a global scale. Yeah, I keep hearing the people all over the world. The Most High has a message for the people all over the world. The little boys and girls. Okay. Show me what I need to see, Source. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands represents whatever you want to do it now. Period. The Knight of Wands card has ascended. Remember, the Knight of Wands used to be okay. But the Knight of Wands in this particular context, by way of this conversation, the Most High is saying, whatever you want to do it now. Whatever I'm guiding you to do, whatever you're good at, do it now. There's a spot for you that nobody else can feel. Remember when, we had this energy of anxiety. I don't know if we all wanted to admit that, when we thought that somebody else was trying to take our destinies. We didn't know how important our destinies were until somebody else was going to a practitioner to block it, stop it, take it. We're like, damn, well, what am I supposed to do? What is it that you need me to do, Holy Spirit? It's like, I work at a call center. I work at Walmart. The Most High says I can raise up anybody that I want to raise up. People were fooled by appearances. People were fooled by a regular schmegular appearance of you. The Most High says I did that on purpose. I hid you in plain sight because the people with the discerning eyes always knew that there was something about you. Even the haters, when they were hating on you, they didn't know why they were hating you. They just knew it was something that they needed to hate on because the devil has them bound. They're under contracts as well. You have a divine contract. They got a contract with the devil. Some of them are unaware. Some of them signed up for these contracts unknowingly by way of their bloodline. But when they decided not to answer the call, many are called, but few are chosen. When they decided not to answer the call, well, okay, you kind of made a decision. But the Knight of Wands represents passions, okay? Something about high vibrational energy, something about your passion. Fearlessly. Getting an impulse. It's a good impulsive energy. It's like getting an intuitive nudge. Like you might just be sitting there meditating. You're like, I need to write a book. I need to plant some flowers. It's the littlest things that are huge. This is what the Most High is telling me. Yeah. Because I feel like we're being watched. Not only by the Most High, but we're being watched by higher realms as we ascend to dimensions that the people that came before us were not successful, or they were only meant to go so far. Spirit says we're a special group of people that are meant to travel to places, to terrains energetically, unlike no other. So if we're that group, just imagine the group that is coming after us, your offspring, your grandchildren, your children's 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 children. And if you have no biological children, maybe you're being guided to take care of the children who don't have any parents. Those are your children, right? Some of us have catered to grown-ass children, right? Okay, listen. This is what Spirit is telling me. Please use me as a vessel, Holy Spirit, divine source of all things. Knight of Wands, something about doing it, something about having the energy to do it. Yeah. Spirit is saying whatever you want to do it now, because there's a huge shift coming. It's big. You can feel it. Yeah, you can feel it. Excuse me. Three of Wands, Aries energy, leadership. Something about the transfer of wealth and power. Something has to be given back. Reparations, I just heard. All races and colors. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I just heard racism, hatred was the biggest illusion that they ever sold them. Okay, that's what I just heard. That's not an isolated race either. Okay, you got weird people that they hate because they're committed to it. Yes, given that, it's the worst illusion that they ever bought. It's the worst illusion that they ever were sold. That's what the Most High is telling me. So the Three of Wands is like finding your inspirations, finding your soul tribe, I just heard empathically finding your path. So using empathy with yourself, being patient with yourself for what you've had to endure. But in that, don't leave yourself out. This is what Spirit is telling me. Okay. Find your inspirations and take action. Period. Preparation, progress, foresight, enterprise, expectation, faith. Something about traveling. Some of you are going out of the country. Opportunities. Again, touching the world. This could be physically, energetically. Like when I mean physically, maybe you're physically traveling, getting on a plane, on a train, on a bus, in a car. Whatever this is, you're going to whatever this destination is. Aries energy. Notice the fire. Fire represents passion. Oh yeah. You got big Leo energy. More fire energy. Leo energy. Okay. Aries rules the head. Strength. Leo rules the heart. So your head and your heart are connected. Yeah. Something about you're stronger than you realize. And you could be realizing that. You know how sometimes you get over so many hurdles that when the storm is over, you just like, oh, okay. You're like, damn, ain't nothing popping off. It's not that anything is not popping off. It's just popping off of you. It's bouncing off of you, rather. It's still some shit somewhere popping off. It's still somebody having a bad conversation, saying about what they want to do to you and what's going to happen in your life. It's bouncing off of you. You've reached a level of immunity. Yeah, quite literally, you know. Yeah, you've been through enough. That's what I just heard. Source was like, enough. You're ready. Now go. Go forth and tell them what I did for you. You are a walking, breathing testimony. Okay, something about enterprise, expansion, opportunities. Yeah, this is beautiful. Touching the world with your gifts. Yeah, whatever this illegal investigation is, somebody had somebody on the inside pulling some strings, doing some detective work, possibly doing a background check on you or trying to get you caught up. Whatever this is, it's negligent. The illusions have been shattered. We're going to see a lot of people, corrupted officials, people just kind of go asunder, quite literally. Attorney at law, attorney, lawyer, lawsuit was in the reverse. Somebody doesn't have a chance in hell to win. They've already lost in spiritual court. So the 3D, I mean, what is that? As above, so below. What is happening in the spirit is also happening in the physical. Look, justice too. Look at legal. Spiritual court has decided. Something about being exposed. I just heard blood money, drug money, sex trafficking. Whoa. Pedophilia. Whoa, 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 whoa. Temperance. The earth angels are here. I just heard the angels are among us. So some of you identify as being earth angels because, you know, we didn't know what earth angel was until it was revealed to us, right? By way of prophecy. We're like, oh, that's why, you know, I love the way I love, or that's why I had to go, whatever it is, right? You started to awaken to what it is that you're supposed to do. But with temperance, I just heard the earth angels are here. So there's some angels among us. Very intuitive, peculiar beings. I feel like I met one. And it's interesting because his name was Michael. And then I met another one. His name was Moses. These were homeless people, but they dropped some gems in my spirit. Like real gems. I was like, whoa. And it's interesting because at first sight, you would think the person was crazy. And yeah, no, he dropped some gems. I said, what's your name? He said, Moses. And he looked like Moses. This guy was at least 7'1". Very melanated. Had locks. Homeless guy. But he looked at me like he knew me. And he dropped some gems in my spirit by way of prophecy. And then he went about his way. I said, ooh, people need to stop judging a book by its cover. You know? So many people get disgusted. Like by homeless people. Yeah, they not homeless. They're free. That's what it is. They ain't got no bills. They ain't got no... Listen, they're free. And mentally, some of them struggle going through the dark night of the soul. So, you know, some of them were a part of the experiment. They gave them psychotropic medication. They made them case studies. Here, take this and tell me what happens, okay? Oh, that made your mouth dry. Oh, take this. Yeah, how do you think they figure out the clinical studies? A lot of these people, you know, were very tapped in, very much. And they still are. They just ended up in a glitch, you know, in the matrix. Another realm, you know, they're here, they're there, but they're not really here. Yeah, okay? behavioral health already knows this. Trust and believe it. I saw it with my own two eyes. Yeah. We're being unplugged from the matrix as we know it. I feel like we unplugged a long time ago. Three of Pentacles, okay? Capricorn energy, reaching out for help when you need it, okay? So somebody could be trying to get in touch with an attorney. Clarify, why do we need to know this? How does this involve the collective? Because overall energy is strength, power, passion, moving forward, head in the right space. Aries energy, controlling your mind, moving forward, seeing it, saying it, speaking it into existence, and so it is. Yeah, so why we need to know this? Because somebody's in the Five of Pentacles, somebody's in poverty. So what does this have to do with the collective? The Seven of Cups is in the reverse. Some type of an illusion or lie was exposed. Somebody could have lied, something like that. Lack of personal values, lack of purpose, fantasy, illusion, diversion, confusion. Somebody created a lot of confusion. They could be getting caught up for it, and now they're in poverty. Financial loss, lack, isolation. They're worried. Insecurity. For lack of better terms, lack of foundation, like not a secure foundation. Clarify, legal investigation. What does this have to do with us? Why do we need to know this? What is this about? This could be a family member or an ex-friend or partner. Whoever this person is, I just heard espionage. Damn, what are we tapping into? Something that somebody didn't want somebody to see. Somebody could have been a part of some type of elite organization that is no longer elite, falling by the wayside, not elite, not bigger than the Most High, creator of all things, to whom much all praise and thanks is given. Difficult decision needs to be made. Somebody's weighing their options, trying to choose the lesser of two evils, trying to do something in the middle of chaos, confusion, and feeling like they're in poverty. Somebody was in a partnership with somebody that they were doing something they didn't need to do, okay? But the Two of Cups could be somebody that you left out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. You left this person out in the cold, yeah. Big Empress energy, okay? Taurus energy, Venus energy. Yeah, you decided to move forward. You could have said, you know what? I could do anything I want to do. I want to be happy. You're in the energy of abundance. You know, abundance is something that you have to feel first. It's not like, oh, I got money. No, I've seen a lot of people with a lot of things, wealth and abundance, child, and they were miserable. I am so grateful that the Most High gave me really good examples of what was abundant very early on. Very early on. I sat with a lot of wealthy people. And one thing I will tell you is that money does not buy happiness. Not by any means. Now, ask somebody that's in poverty, they like, shit, let me get the money, I'll let you know. I'm telling you, it does not buy happiness. But I've also been with people that didn't have a lot, living in the projects. But they had a prayer life, they were grateful. They made ends meet, and they had a very full life, like joy. I've also seen some people in poverty that were miserable. I've also seen some people that were wealthy that were happy. But the key that I feel I've learned, what I learned just from watching that, from a bird's eye view, like watching the situations that I'm in and really extracting the lesson, like, okay, Spirit, what are you showing me here? Is that most times people that have a relationship with God are always going to have happiness no matter what they have. They know this is all temporary. But it's a beautiful thing to have everything that you need and want. But one has to go within. And this is the dilemma for people who don't have the know-how or the knowledge or the capacity, or they just don't want to do it. I'm going to be honest. They fell from grace. They don't give a damn. They feel like what God is doing for you, they can't do for them. But in the reality is you have a relationship. Okay? I've seen the Most High take anybody. I've seen the Most High take a homeless man that was drunk on the street, quite literally, for 10 years. Took him, cleaned him up, raised him up, and he became a very powerful man of God. That is a true story. Never drank again. Restored his health and used him as a beacon of light to educate people. Now that offended a lot of people, mentally. It revealed how they really felt. Because why him? You mean the guy that was laying on the corner all them years we used to get him money to? Yeah. God took that man and raised him up. Sure did. Made him a preacher. True story. That's a true story. So the moral of the story is this. The Most High says I can use who I want to use. I could do what I want to do. I'm the Most High God. It will offend a lot of people. You know, you got people that are sexist. Why is it a woman? You know, why is it him? Why is it them? Why is it that? They spend all their life asking why instead of doing. That's the dangerous part. Don't slip and fall into that. Don't let it go to your head. Don't overthink it. Just do it. Whatever you want to do it now. This is it. Be in the now. Live in the now. Stand in your power. Yeah. You didn't know your own strength until you were tested. Ace of Wands, divine intervention is here. Taking action on your ideas. You're on a completely different timeline, completely different paradigm shift. Touching the world with your gifts, surrounded by all good, going through the Christ consciousness awakening. You are in the lover's energy. Love is here. Love is in the air. Harmony. Something about harmonious, beautiful relationships. Yeah, you sail to calmer waters. Congratulations, Divine Collective. I love this for us. In no way am I talking at you. I'm speaking with you because I too can resonate. I'm including myself. Seven of Pentacles is looking back at where your time goes, how you invest your money, your time, your energy, things that you are working on, thinking long term, thinking generational wealth by way of spirituality and knowledge. What gems are you leaving by way of your story, a memoir? Every life is a story that needs to be told. We need to write a new Bible. What is your book of the Bible going to say? We need to make it law. We need to leave the earth and leave a new Bible. We rewrote that thing. Okay, we rewrote the script. It's guided by spirit. Yeah, I can't make it up. 10 of Pentacles. Wealth transfer, inheritance. This is bigger than monetary supplement. Although there is a lot of money coming in, this is like spiritual inheritance, wealth of knowledge, wealth of knowing who you are. Family, long term, like longevity within your lineage. Yeah. Touching the world with your gifts. So meanwhile, somebody was over here doing some shit they didn't need to do. 2 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. Somebody is catching a fade. Somebody's catching a spiritual fade. Your ancestors are on that ass. Okay, you got Aquarius energy. 7 of Swords could be any sign. 7 of Swords represents kind of being sneaky, miserly, cunning. Somebody tried to betray you or set you up. Deception. Somebody tried to get away with something. This person thought they were being strategic, but the Most High was always watching. Trickery. Yeah. Somebody wanted to win at all costs, but sometimes the victory is not worth the cost. Somebody's losing everything. 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. I've been channeling a lot of like people from the past. Their energy will somehow come up by way of like an echo. Because some of us are so high vibrational, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. We are so, we've released it. Like, I can't even explain. I can, but if you know, then you know. Let's just say that, right? And so sometimes their echo will come out, like how they're feeling and what they got going on in this collapsed timeline that they're living on. And it's a lot of like health issues, unexpected deaths, travesties, catastrophes, natural things that people didn't see coming. A lot of spell work backfiring. I'm talking years of spell work, like 10 years, 5 years. These people wouldn't let up. And the Most High was just molding you, shaping you, getting you ready. Molding you, shaping you, getting you ready. You said, I don't know what I'm getting ready for, but whatever it is, I trust you, Most High God. And when you tell me to go, I'm going to go. And if you say go over there, I'm going to go over there. If you say don't talk to her, I won't. If you say talk to him, I will. This is obedience. This is clear-cut surrender. You are the epitome of your higher self. It's not a latter experience. It's only now. You are your best version of your higher self right now. Sometimes we used to try to communicate with our higher self when we were at those lower moments trying to figure it out in the dark night of the soul, and your higher self was in the future just laughing. Knowing. Why? Because this was already finished. Your higher self was guiding you. Yeah, look, Queen of Cups energy. Dream state, psyche, compassion, comfort, calming you, mothering you, fathering you, healing you, emotionally, stable, intuitive, and caring. And you did this within. This is an inner vibration. I just heard the breastplate of righteousness. This is how you got a victory. You guarded your heart with all diligence. Leo energy, 6 of Wands. Your heart is happy. You have a victory because you're taking this cup. Ace of Cups with the divine. New beginning. Love, compassion, creativity. And you know what's so beautiful? That's after the 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords, people in competition, people sabotage. I mean, you found out people was like connected to groups. You like, what, him? I grew up with him. Like, yeah, girl, you didn't know he was connected to the Masons. Like, what? Yeah, it's like stuff like that. It's like shocking news. It's very like innocent, almost like with the tinge of naivete. You know, we were naive, but it was always orchestrated to be that way. Otherwise, I think we would have checked out. I feel like if the Most High had revealed this stuff back then, child. You are the star, though. You are the star. Okay, all your dreams are coming true. All my dreams are coming true. I'm gonna include myself. Something about having hope, being calm, having faith and purpose, renewal, spirituality, good fortune. Some of you need to take a break. The 4 of Swords came up. Overworked and overextended. That could also be energetically. Maybe you're just super excited. You know, you can overexert yourself with excitement. I've done it. I've done it. I'll be like, let me calm down and balance myself. Okay. Because it's like when you feel the Holy Spirit and you know it's God, it's a high that you can't go by. You can't drink it. You can't sex it. You can't do, it's nothing outside of you. It really is an inner, it really is like an inner peace. And when you feel it, you experience it, you want more of it. So you do everything in your power to stay connected to Source. It's too good. It's a good deal. Right? Justice. Whatever this legal problem is, the star. What's this legal situation, Holy Spirit? How does the collective need to deal with this? 9 of Pentacles in a reverse. Something about a bad investment. Somebody's a hustler. Yeah, I just heard every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Yeah, self-worth. Somebody's a hustler. Somebody was living beyond their means. They were obsessed with working, obsessed with money. So they were only focused on that. Yeah, it's a false sense of success, a false sense of self. 9 of Pentacles in a reverse. Somebody did something. They could have taken something from you or some money, something like that. You got the sun energy, spreading your wings and flying. You're feeling real positive right now. If you're not feeling it on today, you will real soon. Something's about to take a turn. This is on a global level, y'all. We feel it. Something about vitality, having fun. Don't forget to have fun. Enjoy the sun while we still got it right now. We're about to go into the fall months, and hopefully the sun will continue to shine and bless us with the sun's presence. Something about success, rebirth, and all is well. Literally, all is well. Okay? So something got exposed. The sun also represents illuminating something. You got the Queen of Wands energy. Big fire sign energy. Could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Something about your natural confidence. You're exuding this natural confidence. Yeah, something about your talents. Your confidence is actually a talent. Everybody doesn't exude that charisma. That's what I just heard. It's natural for you. Whoever I'm talking to, this could be divine feminines tapping into this Queen of Wands energy. I feel like the 8-8 energy gave birth to a new divine fiery Leo energy within all of us. You could be a Scorpio feeling real Leo-ish, like a Leoan. You could be a Sagittarian feeling like a Leoian. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could be a Taurian or Cancerian, or a Virginian, okay, or a Virgo, whatever it is, you're feeling very Leo-ish. That 8-8 did us all some justice. It was so nice with that Leo energy. Why? Because it was about the heart. It was about the passion of the heart. Yeah, something about not holding on too tight. You know, a lot of us, because we cut so many cords and disconnected from so many people, we could have been holding on a little too tight. We like, I don't trust nobody. You like, Somebody like, oh, well, you know, he likes you. You like, You done been through so much. Spirit is saying holding on too tight is not good. There has to be balance, okay? Just use your intuition. It has led you this far. It won't fail you. Even if it's something that you don't want to know, you will always have the truth. That way you can make a decent decision. It's something about being honest with yourself, right? Holding on too tight can keep you right where you are and stop you from moving, okay? Something about your security. Some of us are coming out of that 5 of Pentacles. For some of you, you went through the 5 of Pentacles. I just heard around 2020, around the pandemic, something could have been significant. Something like that. A lot of people had post-traumatic stress around that time. They never asked us, are y'all okay? Like, nah, you just shut down the whole world. What do you mean? What are you talking about? You didn't ask us. They just said, okay, we're back on. Like, what? Crazy. Had us 6 feet apart. That's military. That's mind control. Yeah, look. Now we over it. 5 of Cups. We're like, oh, that shit was an illusion. They're like, you have to wear your mask so you don't get COVID. You're like, wait, you're not giving me nothing for my ears and my eyes? I thought it was ear, nose, and throat. Okay. I'm just saying, you know, the ENT, ain't that all connected? Didn't make no damn sense. But you know, whatever. You couldn't go into the store without a mask. Why would you be breathing in the same air when it's toxic? You need fresh air. Some people didn't get fresh air for 2 years. Listen, some people are still recovering, but we're over it. So whatever this gift is, whatever you're doing, even if it's just you telling your story, your testimony, you are touching the world with your gifts. It's life-changing. It is heavy work on a light day for a light worker. When I mean heavy work, your life holds some weights. Your purpose is heavy. It's a big part of God's divine plan for this planet. Okay? So 5 of Cups in the reverse is like us saying, what? Bucket. Okay? 2 nickels in a bucket. Whatever. We got over it. 5 of Cups is like releasing yourself from burdens. Whatever this is, it has nothing to do with you. You detach, you disassociated. Somebody's life is going through something because they were robbing Peter to pay Pauline and Paul and everybody else. It was a lot going on. Yeah, you got the 5 of Cups. Okay, so now what? In the reverse, we've recovered. We let it go. 5 of Cups in the reverse is like acceptance, moving on, finding peace. Accepting your personal setbacks, only holding yourself accountable. And it's also 5 of Cups in the reverse is like self-forgiveness. So we got the 2 of Swords here. Difficult decisions, weighing options, avoiding a deadlock. Listen to your inner voice when you make a choice. So some of you could be trying to decide what is the next step. Now that we've cleared out a lot of that nasty energy, you know, sometimes, you know, and I hate to admit this, but sometimes it was like the kind of pain that you get addicted to, right? It was going on for so long, for some of you since childhood. But now that it's over, it's like, okay, now what? Like, whoa, now it's time. This is it. It's showtime. Hey. Everything you've gone through, everything you had to see, everything that you learned, experiences that you witnessed that weren't your experiences, and maybe you were just observing other people's lives. You've taken in everything collectively to build a beautiful body of work. You are inspiration to the world with the star energy. For some of you, you're in the public eye. You're meant to be on the stage. You're meant to be speaking to people, life coaches, ministers. Like it's time. Whatever it is, do it. That's what Spirit is saying. Whatever you want to do it now. Not later. This is it. Okay? Period. Listen to your inner voice. Take your intuition with you and your discernment. Okay? 2 of Swords is also like being at a stalemate, you know? Maybe there were moments where you were like that, but no longer. Spirit is saying this is the time. Put some fire up under your own ass and let's get to getting. Okay? You got the King of Pentacles. You're practical. With your money, your finances, your balance, and this is how you're going to get to some type of prosperity, security. Being disciplined with your money. That's what I just heard. Watching where your money goes. 8 of Cups. knowing when to stay and when to walk away. For some of you, there's a decision that needs to be made. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I know who I'm talking to. You know what I mean? Quite specifically, Two of Swords and the Eight of Cups. You've done this before. For some of you, you got to leave again, and maybe you feel like, damn, I've been leaving certain places so many times, but now you got to make a decision to leave again. This could be you embarking on a journey again by way of foresight with the Three of Wands and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're leaving behind disappointment. That's what I just heard. You left it behind. You left behind the energy of abandonment. Yeah, you had to go within. You had to get away from something that was no longer helping you. Yeah, it's over. You got the Page of Cups. Don't let your emotions get in the way of anything that you do. Be mindful that every cup is not your cup. We know that. These are kind reminders. This is like the basics, you know, by way of self-love. Okay? Don't let your emotions get in the way of what you do. Create new opportunities. Something about intuitively getting messages and downloads, because a lot of energy has been cleared out. So a lot of us, a lot of you should be feeling quite, you know, what was I going to say? Quite lighter? A whole lot lighter? Quite enthusiastic. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Yeah. Something about a new love with the Page of Cups. So be mindful. Not all those cups are good cups. Yeah, you know what it is. Somebody wants to return now that they got all these legal issues, illegal investigation, the local authorities that no. Keep that karma right over there. Four of Cups. Somebody's sitting and sulking, wishing, woulda, coulda, shoulda. But you know what's interesting? It's only after they've lost everything. That's what's so crazy. Spirit is saying, be careful what you focus on. Sometimes the little offers are big. Sometimes you got to really feed that creative idea, but you will know that you know when you know with the High Priestess energy. Yeah, I just heard we're no longer living for the moon cycles. You know, some people wait. They put their happiness on layaway. They're like, oh, the harvest moon. No, we don't live for the moon cycles like that. Not when you've been to the moon and you had a conversation with the moon. You like, child, I could tap in and go create a full moon within me. And we're starting to realize that the moon is really for like a lot of people who were doing things under the moon that they didn't need to do. It's crazy. Yeah. 10 of Cups. Creating new bloodlines, new lineages, contentment, something about peace, divine love and harmony, being in alignment, blissful relationships, soul tribe energy, seeing your dreams come true, family, contentment, total love and support, equal give and take. Like, this is beautiful energy. And then you got the Devil, which represents desires. Something about a limited belief. You're only limited by what you believe is possible. Remember, don't let your shadow self outshadow you. Leave your shadow in the shadows, okay? Don't be too secluded. This is for me as well. Something about temptation, secretive behavior, and codependency and toxicity. Who is this person? Who is this person? Somebody that you left behind. So there was a point in your life where, you know, maybe you had some childhood traumas and that led you to some codependent relationships. You left, you walked away, empty promises, disappointment, whatever this is, 8 of Cups, you walked away. So now somebody's watching you move forward, and somebody probably needs you more now than ever with the 4 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody was like doing something illegal for like a side hustle. Yeah, the police are after them. They can't move forward with the Chariot in the reverse. They have no self-discipline. Lack of direction, lack of self-control. This person is very arrogant, very aggressively arrogant. That's what I just heard. The Chariot in the reverse. Ooh, child. That could also represent the police. Yeah, somebody's a whole narcissist out here. They're about to hit a brick wall. They don't even see it coming. A lot of dark energy backfiring. The Chariot in the reverse and the 10 of Wands. This could be like a fatality in a car accident, quite literally. What they had to do for fate to play out this way, I have no idea. Clarify the 10 of Wands and the Chariot, but something is fated to happen. Look, I can't make it up. They don't even see this coming. This is destiny. Like, when I mean destiny, I mean somebody was living very recklessly. They could have even tried to do something to you with the Seven of Swords. This person could be saying that their life hasn't been right since you walked away. The Chariot in the reverse, the Ten of Wands, and the Tower. This is a fatality that's fated to happen. It's not something that I'm speaking into anybody's life. I don't feel like I need to explain that, but I absolutely want to stress it. I don't know why I feel the need to stress that and make that clear. This is fated. The Chariot in the reverse. The Tower. Yeah, this is like Hermit energy. You went into this like season of like introspection, inner guidance, meditation. Something's real significant about Virgo season. September though. Yeah, September Virgo season, going into Libra season. You went in to be more conscious, introspection, seeking truth, being alone. Somebody's life ain't been the same since you've been gone. Somebody really better be careful. Look, I can't make this up. Somebody celebrated too soon. You got Justice, Three of Cups, Knight of Swords, and Death. Wow. Somebody was trying to attack you. Somebody's under investigation for trying to attack you. Something about your personal growth. You ended something. You went towards a new beginning. You changed. You transformed. Metamorphosis. You ended out a cycle, death. But for somebody, this is a fatality. So I feel like death, as it relates to them, with the number 13, something being taboo. Somebody did something for this to backfire. It's coming in fast. They don't even see this. Somebody could be drinking, partying. There could be more than one person in this car. Yeah. Justice. It's karma. It's fated. Whoa, what did this person do? Because whatever this is, you're too protected. You got angels on all four signs. Your prayer life is solid. Your prayers, your affirmations, the way you think, you're connected to source. You want to satisfy your life and you're just having a good time. You want to satisfy your contracts, but you want to enjoy, and you understand that now is the time to do it, not the latter. Right now is really all you have. Something about doing something now. Whatever you want to do it now. You didn't know how strong you were until you were put in these situations, and until you had to make a decision. Two of Swords with the Eight of Cups to walk away. Yeah, this is what thrusted you into being the High Priestess. Now you're ready. You're certified. By way of the School of Hard Knocks. You could be a masculine or a feminine. Take that as it resonates. What did this person do to get this? What's going on here? Page of Swords. The Fool. Somebody was crossing somebody's boundaries with the Nine of Wands. Self-absorbed. Big ego energy. Somebody was doing something relentlessly. This person is tired. They did something foolishly and they kept doing it. Look at the Fool, the Nine of Wands, jumping up, getting wounded, jumping up, getting wounded, jumping up, getting wounded, jumping up. Like they just doing this Hopscotching with the devil. Hopscotching with the devil. What the heck? They got legal issues, stolen money. Now they in the Five of Pentacles. They miss you. They need you. It's like, it's a lot going on here. Somebody was fully in their shadow self. Like, yeah, it's a lot going on. This person was being guided by spirit, or they could have been getting some type of warning to take their time before they do something. Like, hey, you sure this is what you want to do? You know, this is a chosen one. Whatever they were doing it over and over and over. Knight of Swords could have been them talking about you or trying to get you caught up in something. Now they're stressed out and weighed down. They're not ready. They don't even see what's happening. They don't even see that coming. Something about the month of September. Could be at the end of the month, though. Like, because clarifying the Hermit, when are we going to Virgo season? The 21st, 22nd, something like that. Somebody better really be careful. Aren't we approaching like Labor Day? Or something like that? For people that celebrate holidays, you know, like, child, I'm so glad. Sometimes I'm like, oh, it's Tuesday? I can't live by the days of the week. I can't live by the time. And when I do look at the clock, it's always a synchronicity. I'm just going to keep it real. Like, honestly, I am so eternally grateful to the Most High God that we are breaking free from the matrix, like in real time, like for real. That's what I feel. But something that this person don't even see. They got a whole bunch going on. They could have had somebody looking you up. Yeah, somebody could have been doing something illegal, trying to tap into your money or something like that. Because the Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse. This is like a hustler, a swindler, a scammer. Somebody that you knew. Somebody could have been digging for some type of information. Something like that. That's crazy, y'all. What's this ages 20 to 30? What's the 20 to 30, Holy Spirit? What is that? Sneaky and deceptive. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Air energy. What's the... Yeah, Sagittarius energy. Somebody stressed out, way down. So 20 to 30. Is this the amount of time they're going to get in jail? What the hell is going on? What's ages 20 to 30, Holy Spirit? Or this is how old somebody is? What's going on, Holy Spirit? Why are they stressed out? Three of Cups in a reverse. Cancel celebration. Something about the past. Five of Wands. There's conflict, arguing, debates, going back and forth. What's going on? Eight of Pentacles, 12 in labor. Somebody was doing something illegal. I just heard money laundering, stolen identification. Queen of Cups. You could be exposing this. This is like some type of corrupted crime. Somebody could have done something to somebody's house or real estate. It's theft here. Yeah. And they tried to block your intuition so you wouldn't see what they were doing. What's the Four of Wands and the Two of... What is this? Yeah, but you see now. Three of Wands. So maybe you didn't see this before. Maybe something was hidden. Okay? But Queen of Cups is giving psychic abilities. You could be a water sign, air sign, earth sign. You know, we've ascended to embody all of the elements by way of going within. You got the planetary alignments within, all zodiac signs, right? So that's what I feel, okay? Could be any sign, but something to do with a house. What's illegal investigation? What's the 20 to 30 years old? Somebody didn't want you to see something and now it's coming out. What is this? Four of Pentacles in a reverse. They have to release something to you. Some type of information is coming out. Something about money. Something about being in debt. I just heard equity. Equity in the home. Two of Cups. This is some type of partnership. Whoever this person is that snaked you, they were close to you. Clarify Aquarius and the Two of Cups. What's that? Cancerian or Pisces? This person's been exposed. It's Five of Swords in a reverse. Clarify what's going on. Why are they here like that? The devil. They got to let something go. Somebody is greedy. Somebody's materialistic. Somebody wants everything. Like, you know, if there's money that they need to split, they want it all. They gonna lie, scheme. I can't show the bodies on here because of the naked bodies. I'm gonna put some clothes on these people so the bodies don't come up. But let me put the devil over there. You got the devil in the reverse. Something about being materialistic, controlling, dominating. Something to do with some money. 10 of Pentacles. Local federal authorities, detective, private eye, attorney, and a background check. Spirit might say that you need to get an attorney, or somebody's trying to get an attorney. Yeah, so they don't go to jail for 20 to 30 years. 20 to 30 could be 20 to 30 in a real way, or 20,000, 30,000. The numbers 20 to 30 means something. Something about a 10-year span. Something could have been 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. 2 plus 3 is 5, something like that. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a bad collaboration. It's a little group. Couple of scammers doing something. Yeah, now they're in the 5 of Pentacles. They went from the 10 to the 5? Damn. Or somebody wasn't able to take something. What's legal investigation? Touching the world with your gifts. You're minding your business. What is this? Yeah, they got to give you something. They got to give you something. And they're sad about it. 5 of Cups. What's the 5 of Cups? Somebody feels like they should have just did the right thing by you. Yeah, they should have did the right thing. But your ancestors are popping out saying, pay the lady, pay the guy. Somebody should have just did right by you and gave you your fair share. 6 of Pentacles. Because your ancestors are showing up to spiritual court. Like, if you don't cut the check, you may not have even known about this with the 2 of Wands in the reverse. But now you see. Now you know. You know that something's coming to you. You just don't know what and how. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like somebody that worked together and it backfired. It didn't work out. Somebody worked together to try to take something from you. Now they're all in the 5 of Cups. Clarify, Holy Spirit. What's going on? Yeah, look. This shit is done. Judgment in the reverse. It's over. Judgment in the reverse. This is like fated. You got fated fatalities, fated illnesses, fated sicknesses. What is it? Is this a coven, Holy Spirit, or what is this about? What is this about? King of Wands is real significant. A King of Wands. Why is the King of Wands there? What is this about? The world. King of Wands in the world? What's the world in the King of Wands? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody was really greedy. Trying to dominate something that was coming to you and trying to hide it from you with the 2 of Wands in the reverse. They didn't want you to see it. You went through some type of an awakening. Now these people are in the 5 of Pentacles and something has to be given to you, the 6 of Pentacles, and it's going to put you in the 10. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. This was an opportunist. Somebody that came along with an intention, ulterior motive to get something out of you. Now they're being investigated. What's attorney at law? The Emperor. This could be somebody's daddy. Queen of Wands to the King of Wands. Is this a couple? Why are they here? Attorney at law. What's going on, Holy Spirit? Ooh, Ace of Cups in a reverse. These are people that you don't seek to reconcile with. What happened? Why are they here? What happened? What happened? 9 of Wands. Something about you being protected. You're guarded. 9 of Cups. Your wishes are being fulfilled. Why are they here? Legal investigation. Because they want to heal something with you, but something is not salvageable. You got a group of people that did a whole bunch of stuff. Somebody's like, with the 6 of Swords, somebody's in bad health. 5 of Cups, somebody could have passed away. Okay? You got a fatality, car accident that's fated. Like Spirit is saying, it's done. Like, I see the future, it's done. What did these people do? Like, they were heavily invested in something that they need not be heavily invested in. 7 of Pentacles. They put a lot of time and effort into it. Something to do with some money. Something to do with a house. Yeah, look. 5 of Wands in the reverse. They lost a battle. This is like a group of people that were attacking you. Your money. They wanted it. Some of these people are connected to organizations. I just heard the banking system. The banking system. Yep, somebody could have tried to hack into your account or hack into your phone. Page of Swords. Somebody was collecting information. Somebody could have hired an attorney to try to come up against you and it backfired. Or they could have hired somebody to investigate you and it ended up like backfiring on them. Page of Swords. They got somebody to watch you. Clarify what happened. Temperance energy. You're too protected. You're too balanced. Ace of Cups in the reverse. It could have said that you weren't balanced, but you're balanced. This smells like a family situation. Yeah. You were somewhere minding your business. Hermit energy. Possibly recovering from all this nasty energy or recovering from these people and what they had done to you. It's giving that energy. Show me what I need to see. Yeah, 4 of Cups. These people missed an opportunity to do something to you. Something like that. Yep, it's a tower. It's all coming crashing down. Whole bunch of people, y'all. Whole bunch. And as much as we don't care to know, I feel like you're going to find out on a whim. You know, it's just like minding your business, doing what you need to do. And it's like, oh, did you hear about? Oh, no, I didn't. Or something could make the news, y'all, with legal investigation. This shit is big. Spirit just said, oh, whoa. If the court system by way of the world doesn't get them, the spiritual courts of heaven got them covered. They got their names on the list. They know every person, everything, whoever kept playing around, because somebody was doing the most. Okay? So if they don't catch it in like real time, you got the spiritual courts of heaven. You got the forces of nature. I'm telling you, something's fated to happen. And it's not looking too good. I might be guided to wait to post this video later. I'm going to pray about it and see what happens. I love y'all, okay? I call upon my ancestors, my guardian angels to close these doors for me. Put a shield of protection as I call my energy back to me. Thank you, Holy Spirit. All praises be to the Most High God. Thank you for the victory. Congratulations, collective. Continue to move forward. It's all good. We looking real good. Faith, Christ consciousness, surrounded by all good. You've done the work. I'm happy for us. This is really a time to celebrate. It's bittersweet though, isn't it? It is. It's a little bittersweet. I gotta be honest. It is. You know, some of those people you thought would be with you, Spirit needed to yank you away. Yank them away. It's like when you gotta go somewhere, Spirit's like, come on, you gotta get out of here. We gotta go. You're like, but that's my mom. Yeah, come on. Okay. She'll be fine. Okay. Karma's got that covered, you know. But anyway, I love y'all. Okay. I'll see you soon. Until then, peace be with you.